I am delighted today to welcome to the show the CEO of Goodwill Industries of Southwest Florida, Mr. Tom Feurig. Tom?
Well, thank you, Stan.
Appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come visit with the folks here. And wanted to just kind of get started asking you, how did Goodwill get started and what's its mission statement?
Well, Goodwill got started back in 1903 in Boston. Edgar Helms, who was a Methodist minister, made a decision that he wanted to impact people's lives, especially those in need. And he set up a business, an operation for Goodwill, which took in donations from those who were able to make those donations in that day, and then hired people who were less fortunate to repair and sell the donations, clothing, and kind of used a business model to help people get more on their feet and resituated in the economy. And from 1903, it's branched over the years to over 200 Goodwills in the United States, including the one here in Southwest Florida, which was created about 1960.
I like that paradigm because you're not giving somebody a handout, you're giving them a hand up. By teaching people how to a skill or a trade and applying their abilities, and people that have resources that may be excess, as the Bible says in Psalms 23, your cup runneth over, and putting those resources to the betterment of others. That's a great model.
And I think you'll see that for Goodwills throughout the country, that's something that has been the mainstay, trying to run a business operation which has a mission. And you asked about the mission. The mission for Goodwill is to really remove barriers that cause people not to be independent. Now, primarily for those with disabilities, but also for those with disadvantages. And to remove those barriers, we often look at how we can involve the individual in job enrichment, job employment, but also just in overall family strengthening, how they can become a better manager of money and family so that they can continue their recovery in the economy over time.
It's a proven fact that people that are industrious and productive are generally happier than people that are merely receiving without having to make any contribution. Self-esteem, self-respect. It's a great model. Now, is Goodwill in foreign countries?
It is. There is a Goodwill International organization that is kind of the umbrella organization over all the Goodwills from a support mechanism. And there are Goodwills in Canada as well as overseas in some other nations.
In 1903, it got started. And what's the organizational structure? Is there a central figure in this international controlling figure, or how's that work?
Well, the most important thing, especially for the communities we serve, is to know that the Goodwill organization, Southwest Florida, is operated by a board of directors from the 5 counties we serve. All the money stays in the 5 counties that we serve, and that we manage and try and meet the needs of those that are specific to our geographic area. We do have kind of a trade association relationship with Goodwill International, where they offer a variety of services and do benefit us as far as our contracting and statewide, federal-wide initiatives. But that structure is one more of a trade association of help as opposed to governance.
So what would be the reporting or financial requirements to the umbrella organization?
There are dues paid by each of the Goodwill organizations in the country, a modest amount that supports then a staff at the national level that helps out in things like assistance in deciding the best retail locations for some of the stores we have, to how we can best get into housing for a mission that we have, and can offer assistance of best practices throughout the country for other Goodwills.
So they offer constructive input, but they're not a dominating force.
Right, that's correct.
Tom, I thought it was very important for the viewers to know that the revenue that is raised in the 5 counties stays in the 5 counties.
That is important. You look at just the needs in Southwest Florida and where our money goes, you'll find that a good 87% of every dollar collected goes back to the community and services, either through the direct payroll of the people we employ, and we employ about 650 people in Goodwill operations throughout the 5 counties.
Really?
It's grown to a 650 population for employment. So we're a major employer in this area, but also for the services we offer, like we have job link centers that assist people in their search for jobs that are in 14 different locations in the 5 counties. And the money that we generate helps support those type of operations being set up for the individuals we serve.
Well, just off the cuff, because I do this sort of stuff, you've got the hospital, you've got the county, you've got Publix, you've got the school administration. You've got to be one of the top employers in the market.
We have become that. I think you've seen a large growth in Goodwill over the last 10 years, where we've more than doubled the employment numbers we have. And the good thing about that is we've done it in a model that allows us to grow and create jobs for those in need, as well as help others find jobs in other organizations that we partner with, whether it be Home Depot or BJ's or Target or other companies that we work with.